I don't know what's happening. I don't even know what's going on, but I know we're here to talk about your purpose. So if you want to talk about that, hang out with me. If you don't, that's okay. You live your life. You live your purposeless life. I'm joking. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Izzy. I go by 8th House Mercury here as Stramia on my other account where I do evolutionary astrology. I just posted something on my newsletter, so if you're not subscribed yet, definitely subscribe so you get some insight. I channel the upcoming transits straight to your inbox every Monday, but I also do new and full moon deep dives, so check your email if you're on it. Okay. As far as like the work that you're here to do, what's interesting is you've been feeling that sort of call, and I kind of heard the meme of like, I have two wolves within me. The sun's at the bottom too, and I'm filming this outside in the sun. It's like stepping out into the light, like stepping into your purpose, and your work is actually to be seen. And so this sort of part of you, it's very Aquarian actually is what I'm feeling, where it's kind of like, can't I just stick to the background? Can't I just be the sub-processing in the world? Knew it was gonna come out. You've reached a point where you're like, nah, like I know what my work is. And I'm here to give you a little bit of a beautiful ego check with this, because when the lightning card comes out, it's really speaking to the fact that you've gotten to a poise. Like, that's funny, because to be poised is to be like perfectly like set up. You've reached a level of perfection, but you're realizing, like, again with the egg, kind of again as if I said it, but I noticed it, is the egg is cracking in this. Like, you're noticing that something about what you've created presently up to this point is not sustainable. Maybe where you live with the airplane flying over, maybe there's some travel. There's also 4 ducks in the pond over there. Pluto. Yeah, it's time to transform this. And what I'm hearing is like allowing this part of you that you kind of keep hidden to be seen. That's the part that's been missing within your work, and is a part of your work to integrate this more raw, primal, authentic expression out in the world. Nobody fucking needs another fake ass person online. I'm here to say it. Like, we're done with that. And with Pluto coming out, I'm thinking about the fact that Pluto is in Aquarius presently, which is begging for authenticity. Sparks of light, yeah. It's almost as though every time you kind of edge on the territory of like your comfort zone of like sharing yourself more vulnerably, it actually is leading you closer. And you've noticed it, guys. Breath continues to show up. It's like breathing into this expansion, like I'm seeing your lungs expanding and like your capacity, and the spirit's pointing me towards the direction of like how marathon runners, or like people that do long distance running, like that actually do it professionally, they'll go to states of higher elevation because it's more taxing on the lungs, in the way that the higher elevation you can't get as much air into your lungs. And so I'm seeing like spirits like helping you train by having you press your comfort zone in unexpected ways at a pace that is consistent. That's a part of your work. That is the work that you're here to do, is to continue to breach the norms, like step outside of the norms, to continue to kind of trailblaze. And if you are at that point where you're just like, no, I've like met my threshold, there's more, baby. And Pluto here is really saying that. What else is this person working? What's their work? Okay. Reddening, the Drowned King, calcification, and the androgyny. Well, babes, you are here to show people the path to inner union. Like, you really are. It's almost interesting because I'm kind of seeing this sort of like cell-like mass, and like it's your comfort zone, but then like there's parts of you that kind of extend into a different direction, kind of changing it into an oblong shape. But it's like one side's like your masculine 444 on the timer there. One side's like your masculine, the other's your feminine, and they're kind of stretching out, you know, your capacity. So like sometimes your feminine will be more expressive with emotions and then kind of come back in, and then the masculine goes in and tries that out. And it's like this like constant, like, now I'm seeing just the rotation of the planets, like this sort of expansion in different areas of your life. And you really are here to embody that. With the reddening coming out is like this true inner union. With the drowned king coming here with the calcification, I feel like that's the space that you're out. Oh, speaking of little kings, hi son, hi kitty. He said, Mom, what are you doing outside? Okay, sorry, I get so distracted. I love him so much. The Drowned King really speaks to you tapping into your inner masculine, and with calcification, I heard like trial by fire, like you're really allowing that to show up. Oh, well, for those of you who are like, I don't know what this girl's talking about, hi. The Raven's head is coming out, which is really saying like, you already know that this is your trajectory. Like you already know your path is to help communicate and talk about these things and go against the grain, going against nature, going against these, and it's been hard. I don't want to like dismiss the fact that this has been fucking hard work. Nobody really wants to do this work, but you're doing it anyways. You're moving forward, you're pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. And it's very interesting because I almost get this perception that a lot of people around you are just like, how do you do it? How do you do it? And you tell them and they're like, oh, I don't really want to do that. But you are learning to find your audience and share your voice on this with Jupiter and then Venus. Oh my gosh, Venus. Then we have Saturn and Aries. Oh my gosh, like in Chiron. You are really, I wouldn't be surprised if you do study astrology. And understanding your astrological placements feels really important here, like understanding your soul's blueprint. If you've never had your natal chart read, guys, that's what I do. That's literally the core of my business. Oh, and Chiron came out, guys. I think for some of you, come get a reading with me. Let's do your natal chart. I would love to dive in and like help you really understand some of these things that are happening. It's so refreshing to have somebody be able to articulate your story and give deeper clarity on it. Yeah, a big part of your Chiron wound is actually grounding into the physical, and the physical grounding, like ascending into the spiritual realm. Like it really is this deeper, like you understand that you are spirit made flesh and that the two have to work together. And it's funny that I made that symbol because that's what the Chiron symbol is. Like the two are meant to come together, and you're doing that work. But it's, again, I keep seeing that like people see it seems easy on you, but nobody's seeing that's what you're supposed to do. Nobody is seeing the behind the scenes work of how you got to where you're at your peak illumination. That is what Spirit wants you to start sharing. Spirit wants you to start sharing your work and how you got to where you're at. And if you don't even know that, that's the homework right now. Vinegar popped out. It's kind of like it might be a little bit challenging to look back at everything you've gone through up to this point, but it's gonna pay off. Now, give me advice for the person here. Okay. Fog, chaos, dissolution, and sugar. I heard now is not the time to take these steps. It's just digesting this information right now. It's digesting and understanding your greater purpose here is to actually share and teach what you're presently moving through. The sun moves into Aries on the 20th, and I actually am hosting a gathering on the spring equinox. If you're interested, RSVP, we're going to dive deep into it. But it really is, yeah, you're still in this space where you're just really in the darkening, like you're understanding what is unfolding, but take heed of what I said here. Understand that your gifts are meant to be shared in a broader sense, and that it's going to take the collapsing of your present perception of yourself, again with the whitening card that started at the start. Like you are going back to your origin point from the growth that you've got to up to this point, but you're starting fresh. Spring is springing, and you are too. I'm going to leave this here. I love you guys so much. If you want to dive deeper into this energy, my divine channeled messages are open. Got spots available if you would like to. And also, if you feel the call to join my Discord community, that is open as well. All that's going to be on my website. All right. I love you guys.